Welcome to our Cool Topics presentation on Google Flutter. So what is Google Flutter? Google Flutter is a free open source UI software development kit. It allows you to create web and mobile applications that work extremely well cross-platform. It works specifically well on iOS and Android. Most applications are written in Dart.
How does Google Flutter work?
The first thing you're going to want to do is set up your Flutter environment. You will set this up using Flutter's SDK and editor. Next, you will need to create the starter Flutter app. Flutter has a basic template that you can follow to get familiar with the software, and it also allows you to run your first app and experiment along with that. Flutter offers packages for users to import to their package, such as the English words package, which contains a few thousands of the most used English words, plus some other functions. The other option that Flutter offers are widgets. You can create widgets that will allow you to have infinite scrolling within the app by using the random word state class, along with some other state classes that Flutter offers. What is the future of Flutter? Flutter's future is very bright. It is in its early developmental stages, which means that a lot of new features are still in the process of being created. Some of these features include native support for graphics and animators. This means that users will be able to create animations within the app. This offers a unique feature of Flutter when compared to other competitors, because everything can now all be done in one app in one place, which allows for optimal collaboration and updating within the app. And within the next few years, Flutter hopes to expand their community and offer more features and advances for other users.
So there are three main architecture layers of Flutter. First is an embedder that uses a platform-specific language and make the app run on any OS. And also a engine written in C or C++ that provides a low-level implementation of Fluter's core APIs. That includes graphics, text layout, file, and network I/O, and accessibility support, plugin architecture, and a Dart runtime and compile toolchain. Then a framework based on the Dart programming language. Its implementation is optional, but it provides a rich set of libraries that can be divided into layers, like base foundational classes, rendering layer, which layer, and material libraries.
So what is Dart programming language? It's primarily used in Flutter for UI development. This is an object-oriented programming language with C-style syntax. This language can be experimented with online through a website called Dartpad. So this is an example that we coded up in Dartpad, and in this we created a simple binary search using recursion. As you can see, this can be useful in Flutter because you can if you're developing an application such as a dictionary, you can easily search through it to find a word you like.
All right, this is for the monetization using Flutter. In Flutter, you can create a paid app, have an app with in-app purchases, which is very convenient because it allows us to use Apple and Google Pay. And also Flutter's SDK to add advertisements, very intuitive and looks great in certain apps. The multi-platform use of Flutter is also great. The single code base can be used across multiple mobile, computer, and different OSs. It can create both iOS and Android apps, and apps can be created for any use, from smart cars, smart homes, games, and convenience apps. As seen to the right, the BMW Connect app is a great use of Flutter for this.
Google Flutter allows those creating apps on it to easily connect with developers who might be able to help them create what they envision with their app. They have events each year to show those developers the new features on Flutter, and they also have many forms of communication for developers to connect with each other. That concludes our cool topic group presentation.